I get very concerned when the climate change debate and climate science debate rears its head because people get so emotional about it. I would like to kind of clarify my beliefs on what we ought to be thinking and bring people more closer to the middle where they can actually agree on something. And so the way I think about this is no matter what the event, whether it's a flash flood somewhere or a hurricane or a wildfire or whatever it might be, if we believe that there has not been any climate change at all, we're still seeing greater impact because we have demographics and land use has changed over time and more people are allowed to build in hazardous areas and therefore the damage and the human harm is greater. So that's kind of like the low end, if you want to call it that. Nothing's changed since the past except that more people were suffering and more infrastructure is damaged. Now let's go to the next part, which is I do believe that the climate's changing, but I don't believe that man has anything to do with it. Well, you're still seeing the same demographic and land use as before, but now we're actually seeing more severe and more frequent events, which just exacerbates the suffering that we would normally have had anyway. And then if you're in that third camp and you basically say, I actually believe that the climate's changing and, oh, by the way, we're responsible for it, that doesn't change the impacts that we're feeling right now, nor will it change the impacts we'll be feeling for the next couple decades. That's really more an effort to try to stem the tide so that we don't end up threatening our viability as a population on Earth, period. But all of those speak to the same starting point, which is we've got to do something now that's responsible so that we put fewer people in harm's way and we give Mother Nature every opportunity to dispense of what it's throwing at us without it hurting us like we're letting it happen now.